Good evening, everybody, and welcome, family, to the first episode of Throw Up Thursday, where your girl here finds some of the most disgusting 1950s recipes and makes them. Today, it was brought to my attention that they used to make cakes out of tomato soup. And I thought, tomato soup cake sounds utterly disgusting. Let's try it. All right, family, let's do this disgusting mess. Let's get to it. Okay, so I think I've got everything that I need. Oh my gosh, Lord be with me. Okay, family, so some of the things I improvised on because I didn't have, but I am starting out with about 1 3/4 cups of self-rising flour. Okay. All right, so I've got my 1 3/4 cup of self-rising flour. I've got 1 1/4 cup of sugar. I have, because I know it's self-rising flour, but y'all already know we've already established that I have trust issues. So I'm going to put in about a little over 1 teaspoon of baking powder. All right, I'm going to give this a real quick mix. Got a sugar clump right there. Oh, I feel like I'm going to need more sugar for this, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. A little pinch of salt, because everybody knows salt and tomatoes are fantastic. I'm going to put another 1/4 cup of sugar in there just because I feel like it's going to need it. All right, so I'm going to mix this up. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, y'all. Just the thought of it makes my stomach turn, which is why it's perfect for me. So, all right. Get that mixed in pretty decently well. Get all that sugar down in there. All right. I think I might need a bigger pan. I didn't expect to use this much. Okay, now I'm going to go in. Okay, it says cloves. I don't have cloves. And I wasn't going to run out and buy cloves. So I'm just going to do 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Pray for me, y'all. I feel like cloves is in that. That's why I put it in there. And I'm doing 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. If I have a teaspoon in here, yeah, I do. Okay, that's about 1 teaspoon. Okay. All right, now let me get that mixed up. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I'm a little bit nervous about this, y'all. I know some of you are like, you should be. But you know what? Some of you might have had this. Like, if you have, put it in the comments below and tell me what you thought about it. I'm going to come over here. I do have 1/2 stick of butter that I've melted up for the oil base. It does call for lard, but again, I don't have lard. So I've got butter. It's an oil base. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Okay, I've got about 1 cup of diluted condensed milk. I'm going to mix that in there. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of imitation vanilla. I'm getting nervous about this. Getting 1 egg in there. All right. And I'm going to put the butter in there also and just kind of whisk it around. Do that. Okay. Got real good and mixed up. It called for raisins, but I don't have raisins, but I do have some craisins. So, you know what? We're just going to throw them in there. I've got 2 packs of them. Everything's kind of experimental cooking with Stephanie. I do think I'm going to need to get a bigger pan, though. All right. So I'm just going to spread that around. I'm probably doing this wrong, but it's okay. It's all right. It's going to be okay. All right, now I am going to put in my milk and egg mixture. All right. Now we are just going to mix this up. I'm going to fold it together. I might need a little bit more condensed milk. I don't know. I might not, because I have yet to put the tomato soup in. Oh, Lord. Okay, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be the best cake that I've ever had. It's not going to be disgusting. But I'm telling y'all, these 1950s recipes are very interesting. Okay, I've got about 5.5 ounces of tomato soup. Oh gosh. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Tomatoes are fruit, right, y'all? Tomatoes are fruit, and so how could it not be good? I mean, you put fruit in a cake. Come on, y'all. Oh, it smells so bad. It does not smell good. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's going to be okay, Stephanie. I mean, I know I've eaten worse things. I mean, I went and sang at a church where they had a dinner, and they were serving hamburgers. But they were in like some type of a broth type thing, like on a pan with just, I guess, to keep them juicy. I don't know. But the lady serving them picked them up with her hands, with her fingers, and put it on. All right, guys, the cake is done. This is what the cake looks like. And now I was going to make some cream cheese icing because I feel like that is what would taste the best with it. But if it's not good, I don't want to waste my cream cheese. But I do have this that I've been needing to use up. So I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Okay, that melted it pretty decently. I'm just going to mix it up, just stir it up a little bit. And to this, I am going to add a little bit of almond extract just to kind of give it a little bit of better flavor. And just about 1/8 of a teaspoon. All right, let's get that mixed up. Well, the icing smells good, and the cake kind of smells like a spice cake. It's interesting, but we're going to decorate the cake up real nice and pretty, and then we're going to give it a taste. All right. So let me get all this mixed up in here pretty good. And I feel like I'm going to eat it warm. The cake is still warm. I just pulled it out and popped it out of my bundt pan. And just want to make sure this is all mixed up pretty good. All right, guys, let's pour this on. Kind of got it off the edges. That's all right, though. Nothing that a wash rag can't fix. It'll be all right. Scoop this right on up. Ooh, I'm making a mess, y'all. I poured that way too fast. And I should have put it on a different pan or a different plate. That's all right, though. I mean, it's a tomato soup cake. What? Don't need to go too fancy with it, right? All right. Let's see if I can get some of this in the middle. Okay, let me rinse my hands off. And I feel like it's going to need a little bit more help. So we're going to decorate it with some little pretties. I've got some sugar sparkles, some red sugar sparkles. That's what I call them. I don't know what they're really called. They're sprinkles, but you know, whatever. And we're going to go in and hit it with some pearl candy pieces. And then we're going to taste it, y'all. All right. I have made the biggest mess over here. Okay. All right, y'all. This is the cake. Now let's cut a piece of it and taste it. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm terrified. It's gonna be okay though, right? All right, guys, here we go. Let's taste and see if it's going to be good or not good. All right, you know, I feel like, okay, it looks like a spice cake. It truly does. But I feel like it may be hitting it with a little bit of whipped cream. Okay, this is what she looks like. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of smells good. Okay, there's a little bit of cream. All right, give me just a second. All right, guys. Here goes nothing. Oh my gosh. Tomato soup cake. Please don't make me sick. Please don't make me sick. Bless this cake, Lord. I wanted to hate it, y'all. It's actually delicious. The only other thing that it needs is like nuts. It needs like walnuts in it or pecans in it. Something. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm actually going to take that to work and feed it to everybody. It's really good. So it's not throw up Thursday after all. It's straight up throw down Thursday. That's really good, y'all. Who thinks of these things? Like, I'm glad I put it in a Bundt pan because it's kind of a little bit crispy on the edges. And the icing with it melted with the almond extract is fantastic. Okay, y'all, I'm giving this one a thumbs up. Way to go, 1950s housewives, making do with things, using things up, not wasting things. Way to go. All right, guys, I love y'all, but Jesus loves y'all so much more. Stay prepared, stay prayed up. Believe in him with all your heart. It's not the act of a prayer that gets you saved. It's the act of belief in his blood. I love y'all so much.